Hello students, this is Neha Kakkar. Welcome to my channel Neha Kakkar Science Tutorials. Well, this video is in continuation of my previous topic food and food components, where we have discussed about role and sources of nutrients in our diet and importance of balanced diet. Now, in part 2 of my video, we will discuss what deficiency diseases are, including their causes and symptoms. We will also discuss about energy and protein malnutrition and what are the various ways to stay healthy. So now starting with deficiency diseases. Deficiency of nutrients means lack of nutrients. Prolonged usage of such nutrient-less food may result in condition called as deficiency, and diseases arises out of lack of one or more nutrients in the body is called as deficiency diseases. So here is a list of some common deficiency disorders. These deficiency disorders caused due to lack of specific vitamins or minerals in our diet. Now let's discuss them in detail. Night blindness is caused due to lack of vitamin A in our diet. Its symptoms may include poor vision or loss of vision in darkness and sometimes complete loss of vision. Its resources may include papaya, milk. Now another deficiency disorder is beriberi. Beriberi is caused due to lack of vitamin B1 or thiamine in our diet. Beriberi can be wet beriberi or dry beriberi. Whereas wet beriberi affects heart and circulatory system, dry beriberi damages the nerve and includes weak muscles or muscle paralysis. So in this picture you can see thiamine deficient patient. Now moving on. In this picture you can see infectious, bruising and bleeding gums. This is called as scurvy. Scurvy is another disease which is caused due to severe lack of vitamin C in our diet. The rich sources of vitamin C may include amla and other citrus fruits. Here you can see soft and bent bones. This is called as rickets. Rickets is called due to deficiency of vitamin D in our diet. Vitamin D deficiency causes rickets, and we can also say that ricket is a skeleton disorder caused due to lack of vitamin D, calcium and phosphate. Because see, if our body is not having sufficient amount of vitamin D, then it can also not absorb calcium and phosphate. Though sunlight is a natural source of vitamin D, but apart from it, we should also take calcium and vitamin D rich diet like egg and milk. Another is bone and tooth decay, which is caused due to lack of calcium. Calcium may lead to bone and tooth decay, as you can see in the picture. This is showing the bone decaying. Here it shows swelling of gland in the neck. This is called goiter, which is caused due to lack of iodine. So we should take iodized salt in our diet to avoid goiter. Another deficiency disorder is anemia, which is caused due to lack of iron in our diet. Here in the left side of the picture, you can see normal amount of red blood cells, and in the right side of the picture, you can see anemic amount of RBC. The RBC in our body performs a function that it carries blood to blood tissues, so their less presence can make us feel tired and weak. So there are the common disorders we have discussed till now. Now let's move to another condition called as malnutrition. Malnutrition is improper intake of nutrient-rich food. It can be both undernutrition or overnutrition. Undernutrition means that we are taking nutrition less than required, and overnutrition means that we are taking nutrition more than required. Both are not correct. So here we will discuss protein energy undernutrition. As the name itself suggests that it is a condition where we are not getting sufficient amount of energy as well sufficient amount of protein. As we have also discussed in part 1 of this video, that protein performs a very important function of healing. Whenever we got hurt or an injury or wounds, then it automatically get healed due to presence of proteins in our diet. But if we are not taking proteins and it is also combined with inadequate intake of calories, then this condition is called as protein energy malnourishment. Now, there are two ways in which protein energy malnutrition manifests itself. These are Kwashiorkar and Marasmus. Kwashiorkar is a condition when our body is taking carbohydrates but we are not taking sufficient amount of protein. And Marasmus is a condition when we are not taking sufficient amount of both. That means we are not taking sufficient amount of protein, as well we are not taking sufficient amount of carbohydrates. Let us discuss the symptoms of Kwashiorkar. Its symptoms include puffy appearance due to retention of fluid, inability to gain weight, and bulging of abdomen. Here are the two children which are suffering from Kwashiorkar. You can see their bulging stomach. Now, next one is symptoms of marasmus. It includes chronic diarrhea, weight loss, dehydration, and stomach shrinkage. You can see a patient suffering from marasmus because he is not taking sufficient amount of protein and also not taking adequate amount of calories, so he is so weak. So now we have discussed what deficiency diseases are, what are their symptoms, and how to avoid them. We have also discussed malnutrition, Kwashiorkar, and marasmus. Now we will discuss what are the various ways to stay healthy. First way to stay healthy is to include variety of nutrients in your diet, or it means to eat balanced diet. We have already discussed in part 1 that it is not enough to take a lot of food, but what is important is to include variety of nutrients in your diet. Take a lot of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals along with roughage and water. Second important way is to exercise regularly. It is very important to exercise regularly to make our muscles flexible and strong. Third important point is to maintain a correct posture, because if you're not making a correct posture, then it can lead to back pain or the spine pain. Last but not least, to take enough rest and a good night's sleep. For adults, around 6 to 8 hours of sleep is recommended, and for kids, around 9 to 10 hours of sleep is required. So kids, my advice is to avoid late night screens at all. So hope you like my video. Thank you very much for appreciating my videos. Keep showering your love by hitting more likes, and please do subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.